communication and organizer of ZK Tokyo and ZK Core program. Today I will introduce Japan's ZK community, focusing on ZK Tokyo and ZK Core program. Okay, so about me, I have joined the ZK Core programs 2 years ago, and that's where I started my ZK research journey. And today I work at the Nix Foundation, Ethereum-focused research group, and through White Hat security research and security work and research, we contribute to Ethereum protocol. I also have run the ZK core program, both curriculum and learning materials. And also I organized the ZK Tokyo community today. Through my the core program attendee, I received a PhD research grant for about 10 months, and I worked with Enrico and Nam on MPC. And as a result, last December, we published a paper titled Multilateral Trade Credit Settle in MPC via Graph Anonymization and Network Simplex. The title is so scary. And after that, I shifted my focus to ZKVM research and ran the benchmarking research. And this year, at ZK Proof 7, I gave my first talk at the international conference. It's also sponsored by Ethereum Foundation. And now I'm on the teaching side of the core program and working to support the next generation. So let me move to the Japan ZK community. Firstly, ZK Tokyo started about 2 years ago as an open community. We host roughly 4 meetups and retreats each year, where we share the latest research and implementation in cryptography, especially the knowledge, and we make time to build and hack together. At last year's retreat, universities, professors, and corporate R&D researchers gave talks, and our circle has been steadily expanding. Our participants are about 80% engineers from Web3 companies and 20% researchers and business folks. Next, ZK Core program. This program is now in its 3rd year. The program is participants range from students and working professionals, and we even have high schoolers, and most have an engineering background. We run a short, intensive boot camp on cryptography basics and hands-on implementations. The goal is to build a ZK app or contribute to open source programs by the end. The program is community-driven, run by alumni, and learning flows from learners back into the program, creating a self-sustaining loop. After graduating, many join Web3 companies or continue research at universities. So doors open to both industry and academia. All course materials and lecture videos are publicly available, so anyone can start with self-learning. Together, ZK Tokyo and the core programs are building a healthy community ecosystem. First, students and early career engineers join the core program. They learn cryptography basics and hands-on skills, then move on to the research or jobs. Next, they bring that experience back to the ZK Tokyo, their home base. They gave talks, share code, and build together. Their knowledge gets refined here. Over time, some switch to the teaching side of the core program and mentor the next generation. At the same time, Engineers who discover ZK at ZK Tokyo join the core program. These two-way loops keeps the talent flowing. In short, the ZK core program and ZK Tokyo are both the on-ramp to the ZK development and the hub where builders gather. They are essential places for our ecosystem. To wrap up, we are building a healthy life wheel. People go through education, move into research or implementation, bring their experience back to the community, and polish it together. From this cycle, we are already seeing concrete outcomes: joint research, open source contributions, conference talks, enterprise adoption. We are also bridging in groups that used to feel distant: engineers, university professors, and corporate R&D teams. The bridge between academia and industry is getting stronger. So next, I'd like to share a few challenges for tomorrow. Starting with for better research, many who finish the core program and move into research stay at universities. But in Japan, very few researchers tackle Ethereum directly. As a result, many drift to identity and ZK or other topics, and their hands-on skills aren't fully used. That's a real waste. Until last year, the PSA grant was a helpful entry ramp to research and contribution to Ethereum. Now it's harder to obtain, which also means it's harder to reach real problems and implementations work outside the university. So here's the proposal. Create more collaboration with overseas ZK projects and open more paths from the application side. Let's add joint research, short internship, and co-design project briefs, building bridges between campus and university. By growing these bridges, we expand research choices and reconnect talent to direct Ethereum contributions. And next, for better work, in Japan, large companies like the Japan Research Institute, Deloitte, Toyota, and NECs are starting to work on ZK, but we haven't much enough core program participants with them yet. As a community, we still don't have a clear shared model for collaboration. We are also still deciding how we should partner. So we plan to strengthen ties with enterprises. Concretely, we'll add an internship-style tracks to the core program with pre-agreed outputs that create direct value for companies, verification, implementation, and evaluation reports. We'll also provide hiring pathways so learners can move smoothly into real teams. And next, for better community and education, right now, much of ZK Tokyo's knowledge stays inside Japan. Many overseas projects want to connect with us, but real exchanges are still limited. For now, we import knowledge mostly through a few personal collaborations. If we could build consensus on governance and direction, and make our policy for partnering with enterprises and overseas groups clear, international collaboration will become much easier very quickly. To broaden the funnel, we should also cover TEs, FHEs, and privacy tech areas that connect naturally with large companies' interests. And we also want to team up with other Asian ZK communities like Taiwan and Korea, run joint events, cross speakers and share learning resources. Finally, a request to help us build what comes next. Our most urgent task is to connect universities, academic societies, Japanese companies, and overseas ZK projects. The stronger this link, the more naturally learning, research, implementation will flow. ZK will be foundational for Ethereum and for society. To produce serious R&D from Japan, including new foundation schemes for ZK snarks, we need two things: strong engineer education and a strong community. So here's my ask. Help us create the places where trained students can take off and the home they can return to and mix with others. This can take any form: joint research, hiring, and internship slots, or co-running events and learning materials.